It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Go.
Hand off to the back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, and they go right back to it. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Up. Here we go. You good? All right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Fields on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Mahomes got to throw on this first play. Looking for... Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. He's trying to push the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
3rd and long for Mahomes. Allen on the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that makes it second and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Every once in a while, sure, a pass, it can go for a negative yard. But lose that much, I promise you, that call will never come up on the call sheet again.
So now, here's third and goal. They'll try with Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. And we really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. First and 10 from the 41.
Here we go. Behind.
Here's Fields to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
Second down and 10, Fields. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Point after up and good from Bates. And the Steelers take a 4-point lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds the in route complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A first down carry for Pacheco. Oh, he lost the football. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. It's a pickup of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching it, Kate, because now they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
A second down run by Pacheco. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. Right back to Pacheco. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Neither side separating much so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. Now pass play. Here's Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Running back sent in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just a yard, so now it's second and goal.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, gets the better defenses in this league.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
They send the tight end in motion. Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Slide.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. That's It's a pickup of 9. And that's a Steelers first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Trying the right side. Down the sideline to the 45. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go, son. Hey, 551, 551. Set high.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Caught. There's that rookie out of Florida State. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Pickup of 2 here. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set high.
Another carry for him. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Ready? Set high.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Legette's got it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers with a chance to boost their lead. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Set high.
Working inside the red zone. Quick slant complete. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues from Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Steelers grow their lead to 8. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, 43, 15.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This pass caught by Allen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw, Mahomes. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Trying again with Pacheco. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal. Complete on the option. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Things trim back down to a single-point prop because they send this off and away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Chip's clear. Here we go. Good.
Running back sent in motion left.
Go.
First down throw for Fields. On the quick slant, it's Leggett. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Angel. Hey, Ken. Right.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He lobs it up, left sideline, looking for a chunk play. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Here we go. Easy.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Connecting on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
Here we go. Justin.
Sending a receiver left.
Right.
Fields on first down. He steps in and makes the interception. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And the Chiefs will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. With this kick, we're back underway, a spot in the divisional round on the line. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They send a man in motion. Mahomes on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's Mahomes. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
That one gains 7. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. He can run it. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Third and just 2 to go. Tight end gets it running forward. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So many offenses will script, Kate, the first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Second and 6 coming up here. It's Pacheco again. And defenders continue to swarm over to get him at the line. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow. But when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
EQ. Here we go, son. Alpha, 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 alpha. Right.
A pistol snap. Fields. This is reeled in by Leggett. And they get to him and touch him down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Running back, motioning right. Fields out of the gun. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Steelers' 1st down.
11, 11, 11. Here we go. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Hits his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Steelers start with it trailing. Their postseason in jeopardy. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. Go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go.
Motioning left is their running back.
Right.
2nd and 13. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Mini basic. Why not? Hey, never mind. Monday. Hey, can.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, can.
Running back sent in motion left.
Said hi.
Fields now, third and long. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
All right, here we go, everybody. Big play for the Steelers as they go for two.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
Right.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter. Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion. Brock, their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Pistol now for Mahomes. Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with third and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down, it's Mahomes. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute, convert on these third downs.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. No one around. He's got space. Give him 32 on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
Runs like that one, baby, that's where you could really see how locked in and in sync this offense is. The choreography up front to get all the blocking in place. The back's ability to see those holes as they open up. And the coach is finding the right call, Kate, for the right moment. It's beautiful to watch when a plan comes together.
Here we go.
Blown back gets the handoff. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Watch right. Here we go.
Slot man motioned over.
Tonight.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go. Tonight.
Back to the well again. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll